Credit card companies love to advertise their rewards programs. They promise free travel, cashback, hotel upgrades, and exclusive perks. It all sounds like free money just for using your card. But is it really that simple? Or are these rewards programs carefully designed to benefit the banks more than the customers? The truth is, credit card rewards can be valuable, but only if you know how they work. Most people never get the full value from them. And many people end up spending more, carrying balances, and paying interest just to chase rewards that are worth far less. Let's start with the basics. Credit card rewards usually come in three main forms: cashback, points, and miles. Cashback is the simplest. You spend money, and a percentage is returned to you. For example, a card may give you 2% cashback on every purchase. If you spend $1,000, you get $20 back. Simple, straightforward, and easy to understand. Then there are points. Points can be redeemed for gift cards, merchandise, or travel. But their value depends on how you redeem them. Sometimes a point is worth 1 cent. Other times it is worth less. And sometimes, if you transfer points to travel partners, you can get more value per point. The third category is miles. Airline-branded credit cards often reward you with miles for flights. These can sometimes stretch far in value, especially if you book long-haul business or first-class tickets. But miles are often confusing, with blackout dates, restrictions, and shifting value systems. Now, here's where things get interesting. Credit card companies are not giving away rewards out of generosity. They are doing it because rewards keep people spending. The more you spend, the more interchange fees they collect from merchants. And the more likely you are to carry a balance, which means paying high interest rates. Think about it. If you have a card that offers 2% cashback, but the interest rate is 20%, carrying a balance wipes out the benefit instantly. Many people end up paying more in interest than they earn in rewards. That's how banks win. Another trick is overspending. Psychologists have studied how rewards programs influence behavior. When people know they are earning points or cashback, they feel good about spending more. Instead of saving, they justify an extra purchase by thinking, "At least I'm getting points for this." But the value of those points is often tiny compared to the money wasted. For example, imagine spending $1,000 to earn $20 in cashback. Would you normally spend that $1,000? If not, then you essentially paid $980 to get $20 back. That's not a smart deal. This is why banks design flashy reward structures. They know people focus on the rewards while ignoring the interest, fees, and overspending. Let's break down the different types of reward cards and who actually benefits. Flat-rate cashback cards are best for simplicity. You don't have to worry about categories or bonus structures. They work for people who want straightforward value. Category-based cashback cards give higher percentages on certain spending like groceries, gas, or dining. These are great if you naturally spend in those categories. But many people end up chasing categories and spending on things they wouldn't normally buy. Rotating category cards are even trickier. Every quarter, you have to activate new bonus categories. Sometimes it is gas, sometimes it is streaming services, sometimes it is restaurants. If you do not track carefully, you miss out. And again, the temptation is to spend more just to maximize rewards. Then we have travel rewards cards. These often come with large sign-up bonuses, like 60,000 points if you spend $4,000 in 3 months. That sounds amazing. But if you normally only spend $1,000 a month, you may be tempted to overspend just to hit the bonus. And that overspending can easily wipe out the value of the bonus. Plus, redeeming points for maximum value is often complicated. Airlines and hotels constantly devalue their programs. A flight that once cost 25,000 miles may suddenly cost 40,000 miles. That means your points lose value over time. So while the idea of free travel is attractive, the reality is less glamorous. You need to learn the system, keep up with changing rules, and plan your spending carefully. Otherwise, you will never capture the true value. Another big truth about rewards programs is that the best perks are often reserved for people who don't need them. Premium credit cards with airport lounge access, hotel upgrades, and concierge services often carry annual fees of $500 or more. They make sense if you travel frequently and can actually use those perks. But for most people, the cost outweighs the benefits. There is also a psychological trap with high-fee cards. People convince themselves to use the perks just to get their money's worth. They may take unnecessary trips, book more expensive hotels, or buy things they normally wouldn't. Again, the bank wins. So how do smart people actually use credit card rewards? The key is discipline. First, never carry a balance. If you pay interest, rewards are worthless. Second, choose cards that match your natural spending habits. If you spend a lot on groceries, pick a card that gives higher rewards on groceries. If you travel a lot, get a travel card that maximizes your lifestyle. Third, do not overspend just to chase rewards. Only spend what you would have spent anyway. Smart users treat rewards as a bonus, not a goal. They don't let rewards dictate their spending. Instead, they use rewards to enhance purchases they were already going to make. Let's talk about sign-up bonuses. This is where people can really win if they play it right. Credit card companies offer huge bonuses to attract new customers. If you have good credit and strong discipline, you can open a new card, meet the spending requirement with expenses you were already planning, and pocket the points. This strategy is called churning, but it only works if you are extremely organized. If you miss a payment, pay interest, or overspend, the whole strategy collapses. Some people build entire systems around maximizing rewards. They track multiple cards, optimize categories, and transfer points to partners. Done right, this can fund free flights and luxury vacations. But it requires effort and financial discipline. For the average person, it is easy to get lost and make mistakes. Now, let's talk about who really pays for rewards. It's not the banks. It's the merchants and the people who carry balances. Merchants pay interchange fees to accept credit cards. Part of those fees fund rewards. This means that even people who do not use rewards cards are paying higher prices because merchants build those costs into their products. And those who carry balances, they're the biggest source of profit for banks. They subsidize the rewards for disciplined users. In other words, rewards programs are not free. They are funded by interest, fees, and higher prices across the board. Here's another hidden truth. Rewards can distract you from the real cost of debt. Some people justify keeping a balance because they are earning points. But no amount of points can offset 20% interest. This is financial self-destruction disguised as smart spending. So what is the best way to approach credit card rewards? First, know your financial habits. If you struggle with overspending or carrying balances, avoid rewards cards altogether. Stick to debit or a simple credit card with no annual fee. Second, if you are disciplined, pick one or two cards that align with your lifestyle. Don't chase every new card or every category. Third, pay off your balance in full every single month. That's non-negotiable. Fourth, don't let rewards drive your spending decisions. Remember, the value of rewards is usually 1 to 2%. That means for every $100 you spend, you might earn $1 or $2. It's nice, but it's not life-changing. If you overspend by even a little, you wipe out the value completely. Fifth, focus on big wins, not small perks. The sign-up bonuses are often the best value. If you qualify, meet the spend naturally, and use the points wisely, you can get hundreds of dollars in value. But never force spending just for a bonus. Sixth, understand the fine print. Many rewards have restrictions, expiration dates, and minimum redemption amounts. Always read the details so you don't lose value. And finally, don't confuse rewards with wealth building. Real wealth comes from saving, investing, and building assets. Credit card rewards are just small bonuses along the way. Here's the real secret. The banks design these programs to make you feel like you are winning. But in reality, the majority of people lose. They overspend, pay interest, or let points expire. Only a small percentage of disciplined users actually come out ahead. So yes, you can benefit from rewards programs. But only if you treat them as a tool, not a trap. Use them wisely, stay disciplined, and never forget who the real winner is if you slip up. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe for more videos on money, investing, and financial freedom. And let me know in the comments, do you use credit card rewards and have they actually saved you money?